Beyond the Bridge. This is the 10th episode, the final part, the final hour. We're going into the final hour here. And the adventurers have just killed some fungal embryonic children things in this mouldy dome that surrounds some ritualistic stone circle. They're in a small chamber that's made out of this like spongy myconoid stuff, and they've just finished slaying these like dark red mushroom things, and as you watch, you see their little like fungal structures just like almost slough away, like if you threw flour and water together and then just threw it on something and it just like washed off. And underneath you see like small things that kind of look like skulls, but they're obviously not bone. They look more like fish cartilage or something like that, and they're small and misshapen. You can't see any other bone structures to them, and they obviously have no loot. What's the next step?
I think we investigate the chamber.
Yeah.
Okay. Investigating.
Sounds good.
Investigating the chamber, you can see it's about 60 feet across. There's a small depression in the center, which is kind of lined with this soft, almost like carpet-like green mold, and everywhere, including on Glory, there's this red like spore powder that's sticking to stuff in a cloud around where F was unleashing his fungal stench.
You might want to wash that off.
That's probably prudent.
I hand her my water skin.
Hand Glory. Glory is the one with the
Yes. Sorry, him.
Yeah,
Wash it off.
I start washing off the red dust.
Okay.
The spores.
And this chamber is the entire dome.
No.
Okay.
This chamber is much smaller than the entire dome. The dome's like 600, 700. This is like 60 or so. You can assume that there are many more chambers of this construction within it. It seems like this dome is like a spongy composition.
I want to inspect the inner drop thing and see if it is like if it drops down without actually stepping on it. Maybe I take one of the dead mushrooms and throw it on it, see if it like gives. If it's stable.
It sinks slightly, but it like you think back to maybe 30, 40 seconds ago when you were standing on top of it, and you feel a bit stupid.
Yeah, I do.
What's this? Whoa. Yeah, you might want to mute your mic or you're moving your chair, but we can't hear anything. Yeah. So, what's this room in relation to the runic circle, the druidic circle, whatever it is?
Like as far as your best estimation, the room with the. Wait, say that again. I just got a brain fart there.
The standing stones on the outside. What? Can we tell if the center of this room is roughly in the center of that?
We want to get into the middle of the dome, so we hack a hole into this wall or which wall? I assume that's where you're going, Kev.
Yeah, I mean, I want to know if
to progress, you want to go like forward. The depression in the center of the room doesn't sync up with the circle.
Okay,
like,
so yeah,
you're still in the outer ring.
Yep, I assume.
So like, your best bet is probably just to keep pressing forward.
Right.
Time to get in here, huh?
I beg your pardon, Mike?
I asked the halfling to get in here.
Okay, because all I heard
was
as my Skype
sorry.
out. This tea is
because
good.
Asham had nipped a little ale in between the fights.
He's been drinking this entire time, we just hadn't noticed it.
Want me to do the honors?
Yeah, sure. You've got the big, great axe. Perfect for this situation.
I'm out of rage, by the way, I assume. Too long by now.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay. I hack at the wall around here-ish.
can you roll a d10?
Five?
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Give me a perception check with advantage. Okay. Give me a moment to sip my coffee and consider.
Fine. Pickle, why do you have a targeting icon with a 3 on you?
Keeping track of arrows I use each encounter.
Just a hint, if you don't keep track of it, Blaji doesn't either. His own words. This
is true. Okay, so you hack down into the kind of spongy wall, and it kind of billows and like rends, and it's once again this kind of sucking, wet, squelching, almost like tearing a wet cloth, and it like, and then it begins to contract and like pull to the sides, as though like if you imagine there's a taut surface and like cut it and it like contracts inwards, and beyond you see a room maybe 40-50 feet or so. Maybe something like that. Yeah, something like that. It doesn't really matter. It's anyway, inside the room, what you see, Asham, is you see how to describe it. You essentially see two creatures and a mass of organ parts and bones. You see like fungi that are maybe 1 or 2 feet tall, and on top of them, almost like laid out as though they were a table, there are like arms still with meat on, and you can see like little bits of fungus sprouting from the bone and the fingertips. You can see like a skull that's still got hair on the top, and it's just got like this sprouting of mushrooms bursting up from under it. And all around the floor in here, you can see like broken spear tips and skulls and bones and rib cages and such. The two creatures that you can see, one of them is essentially a skeleton, but where flesh should be or organs inside it, it's replaced by this mushroom-like sponge. So it's got like legs like a human would have, with the bones like a human would have, and like feet bones with like a human would have, but there are mushrooms sprouting out of it. Where its hair would be, there's just like this mushroom sprouting top. And where the skull is, the skull actually isn't on the top, it's like nestled into the stalk of the mushroom. The second creature that you can see looks like a mismatch, almost like a Frankenstein's monster of body parts that's been put together. And you can see where, like, obviously 2 arms of differing size have been put onto a torso, and they haven't been stuck on, like, arm to shoulder. There's just, like, an arm sticking out of its chest and an arm sticking out of its back. And you can see where the flesh is rent. It's just, like, almost sewn together with this mushroom, like, just gluing it. Unfortunately, as you like hack open the wall, the creature continues its work, and it moves over to a bench and like picks up a leg and walks over to the thing. And you can see like this mushroom skeleton face thing like walk up to its Frankenstein's monster, and it's like manipulating the leg, and it like puts the leg near the creature's bottom, and you see this like tripoded creature thing, and it like then turns the leg up the other way, so it like sticking out, and it like pokes the leg, and you see the leg just like reflexively kick.
So they're making Stitch mushroom zombies.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't appear to have noticed you immediately. What's your reaction, Asham?
Well, that's weird. I go in and smash the nearest one of them.
Cool. Roll initiative.
I'm sorry, I'm not the most creative.
So you're like, well, that's weird, and then the thing just spins round.
That being
My
said, I try to
initiatives
smash
have-
the nearest.
My initiatives today have never gone above single digit.
That
Wait a
turns.
second.
D10. And just so you know, Frankenstein's monster is the S. So I'll
Susie.
I'll give it a little heart. Okay. So you rush into the room. Asham, move up to half your movement into the room as you surge forward, and then we'll kick off.
Half rounded up or down?
Your choice. Whichever is in your favor.
There we go. It's important, I only have 25, guys. Tiny legs. The bane of my existence.
Also Susie. Quattro. And cool. So, Asham, as you move in, this skeletal kind of fungus creature looks up in alarm, and it doesn't jump away. It just kind of steps back and really slowly turns its head to you. And it's and it's holding this leg in its hand. Pickle, what do you do?
Pickle's going to move up behind Glory and hide, readying an action to attack if either of them attack one of us.
Cool. S. This fungal stitch zombie, as you say, for a moment it doesn't do anything, and then it twitches spasmodically, and you see the one holding the leg drop the leg, and it lurches forward towards you, Asham, in an obvious aggressive manner.
So,
Yeah.
Pickle shoots.
Yeah.
Get him, boy.
Not with that roll. Wait, I was hidden, so would I have advantage on it?
Well,
You would
don't
have to
think
roll a
so in
stealth
this.
roll. For that
Yeah,
to
I don't
hit.
think so in this.
Well, he's a
Especially-
tiny wee halfling. And they're not the smartest.
And I have to say, though you may hide yourself physically, these creatures have a certain sense which doesn't. They know you're there. They have blind
Okay.
sight. So, Asham, this thing lumbers towards you in a, I mean, not overly alarming pace, but it lumbers towards you, and then it moves with a suddenness, and
I'm
its
ready for
skin
it.
on its hand just flays off, and it scratches the bone into your arm, and you take some damage. Boop, boop. You take 2 after reduction.
Oh, so that's poison damage.
No. Oh wait, you're not raged. 4. Yes.
I'm not raging.
Not poison damage. Thank you.
Why did I say that? Damn me!
So Drock, what do you do?
Inspiration for being a fair player?
No.
I walk up behind Asham. Oh, can I hit? Yeah, I can hit from here. And then I take a swing with my halberd at S, and I add to that Divine Smite.
Cool. So you swing at it with your halberd. Alana, could you please roll me a 1d60?
This is bad.
Okay, cool. Roll a d4, Drock, and add it to your attack. You are still under the effects of Bless. So you see your halberd like swing down and slam into this creature's shoulder, and it like just kind of rolls its shoulder, and you see like mushrooms flake off. You don't seem to have hit it a solid blow. Asham, what do you do?
I kind of want to rage, guys, but I only have 2 rages, so I have 1 left. So there might be something bigger after those two, so I rather not. I hit Stitch Zombie Frankenmon.
I love that. Stitch Zombie Frankenmon.
Plus D4, but I hit it anyway. 17. He is. This time I slash him diagonally, please.
Okay. So you give a diagonal slash across this thing's chest, and it doesn't stagger, it doesn't fall, it definitely doesn't drop dead, but it does spill open, and from inside where there should be internal organs, just like these fungal spores just force themselves out, and then just quickly harden as they touch the air.
But it doesn't even look like I hit it really, really bad, or what?
You definitely hit it, and you definitely did it a serious blow. It doesn't seem to react in any way.
Okay. I was worried that it has 100 HP.
100? Oh no, just 99. Alana.
Damn.
Alright, Alana's going to conduct an experiment. She's going to walk over to the fungal wall, and she's going to rip a piece off, well, she's going to cut a piece off with her knife, and then she's going to hold it up to the torch that she's holding and see how it reacts.
Okay.
I'm getting beaten up here.
Are you wearing gloves or gauntlets?
I'm wearing scale mail, so I think it comes with gauntlet.
Okay.
At least that.
Roll a con save plus your armor bonus from your so whatever your AC without dexterity is minus 10, and then add it to a con save.
You can see him doing the math.
That's with the plus 4, 26.
Cool. So you kind of get this acrid smell as you grab it in your gauntlet, and you hold it up to the flame, and there's this moment where it's and then suddenly it just ignites like a flame ball. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
You take 1 point of fire damage.
Serious.
It seems very flammable if you hold it to a direct source of flame.
Right, so I'm not going to throw in an oil flask at it.
Nice effect there.
Cool. So
that is my turn.
The skeleton Stitchmaster. What does he do?
So yeah,
retreats in panic.
You're lucky that I decided to conduct an experiment first, because my next choice of action was to light an oil flask on fire and throw it at the zombie, and then this whole place would have gone up like a fucking massive fireball and would have.
Yeah, or you could have used your normal tool, your favorite toy, because obviously that's also a flame.
Okay, so I think what happens is 1, 2, 3, 4 moves to there. So the skeletal Stitchmaster moves around, and you can see it's positioning itself so that the wall of this fleshy fungal place is between it and the Bowmaster. So it clearly has some sort of intelligence, and then it just raises both its hands towards Glory and lowers its head, and there's this expulsion from the top of its head, like a Venusaur kind of thing. Could you please make a con save, Asham?
You said Glory, but
yeah, you still targeted me.
Yeah, Glory. Sorry.
I'm happy to.
No, it's Glory. Glory's the one I'm looking at.
I have advantage against saving throws.
You have a D4.
Glory, add a d4 to that.
And roll a 4.
So, Glory, you're stunned.
Oh.
Boop. Mechanically,
Someone
this means...
just passed gas at you really hard.
Mechanically, this means stunned. You can't move, you're incapacitated, so you can't take any actions, and you can only speak falteringly. Attack rolls against you advantage, and you automatically fail any further strength or dex saves. At the end of each of your turns, you may repeat the saving throw, ending it on a success. Pickle, what do you do?
Well, that was rather disgusting.
So... yeah.
You said it.
I'll step over there and take a shot at S with my short bow. I am not getting in there.
Wouldn't you have advantage on melee attacks if I'm next to it?
No.
Isn't that not
But I do
a
get.
thing?
I get sneak attack if you're adjacent to it.
Oh, that's not advantage.
No, that's not advantage.
It's just extra damage. Okay.
Might
So
want to
you
do that.
squarely hit the thing where its face is, and like its head explodes into a shower of like sprouting mushrooms.
Nice.
The main body of the thing, however, remains standing. It does not seem daunted by the loss of this optional extra.
Who does these effects? That's really nice.
It was just released to the live servers today.
Cool. So S tries to ruin Asham's day. It, uncaring for its own safety, just continues to like go bleh, bleh, and wail at Asham. Boop, boop, boop. Asham?
Nope.
Like, it
Nope.
claws at you and like bits of its skin slough off, but
I laugh.
You've had worse. Drock, if you could make a con save, remembering you get to add a d4, that's okay, you pass. So, Drock, there's like fungal stench like rises up your nostrils, and even though you have like this damp cloth over your mouth, it's just like pushing its way, almost like it's like an earwig or a caterpillar, like physically moving underneath the cloth, and like it goes up your nose, and your eyes just like roll back into your head, and you begin trembling and shaking, and then a couple seconds pass, and you cough heavily, and like this expulsion of slime just comes out of your mouth onto the floor, almost like you're spitting out like a handful of slugs. Asham.
I take a deep whiff and say, "Take it in, it only makes you stronger." And keep slashing Stitch Monster Swamp Man. Oh, I should have. Nah.
So you bring your axe down in a heavy cleaving, and you split this thing from where its stump of where its head used to be to its groin, and the two halves of it just like split. And you have to remember, since its arms were on the front of its chest and the back of its spine, you like split both the arms, like so that the index and middle finger go on one side and the ring finger and the pinky finger go on the other, and it just like falls to the ground, flails around, and then like this rainbow polychromatic like display of fungus just sprout from both halves.
Nice. Should see me chopping wood, guys.
Blech. Alana.
Alright, Alana is going to abandon her plan of setting the entire place on fire because that just doesn't seem like a very good idea. And then she's going to move into the room. And then she's going to cast Sacred Flames on C.
Surprise.
She reaches her hand forwards and shouts a word of power.
So you see this holy light surround the...
How do you do that?
surround the this skeleton fungus monster, and it's just like then its turn. It like extends both its hands, like in what Asham probably sees as a like come at me gesture, because it's like standing there, it sounds wild, and it just excretes this like cloud of like tiny little spores, and you just see them like going like encompassing the entire room and spilling out into the room that you just were. And where they touch the walls, you see them like sinking into the walls, and then it surges forwards towards Drock, and it reaches for you with like this skeletal hand. Ooh!
That's gonna leave a mark.
Ah.
No, 2 1s on the damage. Fuck.
Okay.
Today is not your day, Marcus.
Nope,
Oh,
it really isn't.
I mean, oh shit.
Okay, you take 20 damage. That drops you, right?
Yep, I'm down.
Fuck.
So you see this thing like stride forward, reach out a skeletal hand towards Drock, and Drock like coughs up this stream of slugs, has just enough time to look up and see this thing approach him, and then like the hand grabs Glory by the throat, and you just see his skin like beginning to like pale. Mushrooms begin to sprout all over his like. What color is your tiefling skin? Is it like red?
Yeah, it's red.
Like his red skin begins to sprout like these vibrant red mushrooms, and there's just like a little KO, and he falls. You can see his chest is still rising and falling, but every time he breathes out, just like more mushrooms force their way out of his throat.
I was also one shot from full HP last time, so.
Pickle, what'd you do?
Well, after seeing that display, he kind of wants to get out of here, but he's
Don't
gonna
you dare!
take a shot
I'll
at
find you. And if it's the last thing that I'm gonna do.
Cool. So Pickle, your shot hits the skull of this skeletal fungus, and it like cracks slightly like a rotten egg, and then you just see the entire like fungus construction just kind of like shudder, and then it like shakes, and it's like almost like you're watching someone have a fit, and as it does, it just like begins to fall apart very rapidly, and you just see like bones and like little bits of metal falling out of it, and little mushroom cloud, and then it just goes like and falls onto the ground. So it expires. Glory, could you please make a death saving throw?
Please don't fail.
Oh yeah, I suppose
I mean, it doesn't
is.
matter since Alana's going to spare the wine. But Asham, what do you do? That's a failure, by the way.
Wait, spare the wine? No, don't spare the wine.
Drink the wine is my motto. Well, since I know that the cleric will take care of business, I look around the room, look for assorted loot or shit.
Okay. Alana?
Alright, she's going to walk over to him, tell him in Celestial, now's not the time to get up and fight. And she's going to cast, I lost the spell.
Are you going to cast
There we
Healing
go.
Word? Yeah.
Yes, healing
Okay.
word.
So, Glory, you feel a surge flow through your body, and the mushrooms, like, as you open your eyes, they're, like, inside your eyes, so you just see, like, these, it's almost like you're looking at, the skin of an orange, you know? Like, when you peeled the outer skin and there's just that kind of, like, white kind of veiny thing, but on your eyes, and you, like, your eyes shoot open, your golden glow appears from them, and there's just like mushrooms, and you breathe, and there's just mushrooms coming out of your throat, and then there's a couple of ragged coughs, and all this like fungal growth like sloughs off you, and then you feel healthy once again. You can see both of the enemy combatants are dead. Asham, looking around, you find a couple of like pieces of metal in the mushroom Stitchmaster, but they appear to be rusted chainmail links.
But no,
golden metal?
No valuable
nothing
metal,
that looks
no
like
coins.
a crown.
Nothing that looks like a crown. And as you move around the room, there are like a panoply of a cornucopia of assorted fungal variations, but no crown.
Okay.
If you want, you can give me a intelligence save +5 plus your dwarven stone cunning.
I do that. So
can I give him guide
No.
guidance?
Intelligence save 15 plus 5, 20, plus 2 for stone cunning. That's 24. It would be.
Okay. Yeah, you think still straight ahead's the best direction to be heading to get to the center. So, as Drock, you like stand up. What's the plan?
How long is a short rest so I could use a hit die?
An hour.
It's an hour.
All right, I'll just
hour.
I'll lay on hands myself for, let's say, 5 hit points.
Cool. Click
How about 4 hit points?
Why would I still have
Because
five
You
more
can
hit
save
points in
one.
my
You
pool.
can save one to heal someone if they're unconscious.
Yeah, but
He has.
I have 10 total.
He's level 2.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. That's good plan.
How much are you at now, Marcus?
I'm at 12.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm still at 22.
Wow. I'm barbarian.
I have
HP,
insane.
It's so
I have-
ridiculous.
I have 29 hit points at level 2. 20 con.
So
Yeah,
you stand around. There's a surge of holy energy as you revivify Drock from an otherwise fatal infestation of fungal mold, and like an old house that's been restored by a master builder, he finds himself able to stand once again. What's the next step?
This seems to happen a lot, Drock.
Yeah, it does.
Um,
I probably wouldn't know, a shield wouldn't even have helped.
how much more of that magic mojo you got in you, Alana?
I still got more. I'm not
Okay.
gonna table talk.
Then we continue. I assume.
You step up to the next partition and slice it asunder.
This time, before we slice it open, I want to listen carefully.
How do you listen carefully?
Wow, he's
Don't
he's,
put your
he's
ear
right.
I
against the wall.
don't put my ear on the wall. I put my ear close to the wall and listen and shush the others.
Okay. Can you give me a dexterity saving throw and a perception check?
If it is any sort of trap, I have advantage on dexterity saving throws regarding those.
Danger sense would apply to
Anything visible.
something that's attacking you rather than you maintaining your ear distance from it.
You gain an uncanny sense when things nearby aren't as they should, giving you a dash to dodge away from danger.
The dex save.
Advantage on dex saves against effects that you can see, such as
Okay,
traps and
stop.
spells.
Stop talking. Just make a dex save. The rule that you are quoting
Doesn't
does
matter.
not apply to this situation. You're fine. And a
Oh.
perception test.
Perception.
And then a
Oh. And
d10. Okay. You hear this sound.
guys, I'm pretty sure this is the way. I cover up my failed listening by my stone knowledge of where I might know the way, and act as if I'm totally sure and have heard stuff. Great axe attack, I assume.
Yep. Roll it up. Cool. Well, that's weird. No matter. It's amusing when I move the walls and the tokens at the same time. The tokens and the walls move at a different rate. It's like centrifugation. Centrifugate. God, that word's impossible. Okay. Womp. Womp. So, let's see what you see.
Crown of 4 tribes.
Okay. So you cut open the wall, and it makes a soggy tearing sound and contracts again, pulling apart. And you see an empty room filled with bones and fungus. You can't see any creatures moving around. None of the fungus seem to be ambulatory in any fashion. You can't see little skulls embedded in fungus. You can't see little paired legs walking around. You do see an abundance of skeletons, however.
I look at the paladin with...
It's completely natural. Completely natural.
You don't have any tingly feelings?
Nope.
You don't even wanna or whatever you do?
Yes, I'll use Divine Sense.
Thank you. I was going for that.
Anything odd?
There are no undead, celestial or fiend within 60 feet
I hate
that are not obscured by a solid obstacle.
I'm gonna regret this. I say that in character and step over the threshold into the room.
Okay.
I go with him.
You step into the room, nothing unnatural occurs. It's like I said, it's a room. There are large fungus formations everywhere. There's bones everywhere. There's this internal cavity that stinks of mycoid stench, but you can't see any threats.
Right. We'll quickly investigate the room.
Okay. Give me an investigation check. Then Drock.
I will give him guidance.
Can I assist to give him advantage on it?
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, I have a better investigation roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't trust Drock today.
Drock, give me a nature check.
I shouldn't be doing these checks.
Okay.
Plus 4.
And give me a perception test. You don't get +4 to the nature, and you don't get +4 to the perception.
Sorry.
You can't spam guidance like this, I'm afraid. Okay, so, Drock, you begin cautiously moving around the room, and you notice the skeletons. Quite a lot of them have remnants of flesh that's been burnt away by some strong acid. And the smell is quite pungent in the air. And as you're moving around, you can't help but notice that the corpses that are burnt are rather close to some towering fungal formations. And you kind of examine the fungus and you're like, no, that doesn't seem like it's... And then you see it move. Roll for initiative. You're not surprised because of the perception, but you're not surprising it because of the nature. There are 4 separate fungal formations that spring into action in this room.
I also let the party know about the acid burns.
Yeah, guys, I'm burning my rage on this room. Just saying.
Given time constraints, that's probably a wise decision.
Oh, I see, yes. So you're not saying that the crown is at the end of the room, by any chance?
Unfortunately for you, I'm not. And Drock and Picky, if you could position yourself by one of the fungal formations since you're investigating together. And Alana, if you can position yourself within the spell range of guidance, whatever that may be.
Which is where I'm standing.
Cool. Excellent.
Actually, no, I have to be touching them, don't I?
Yep. So, nearby saying a prayer. That's saying a prayer.
Yep.
Yeah, if you could all roll initiatives. I think you've all rolled initiative, so you're just waiting on me, blah, 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 blah.
Hey, it's the first double digit, which means we're all about to die.
Oh, you said it. Why do you say stuff like that?
So that it does not happen.
-3? Whoa! Whoa! This is...
It never gets to go.
Okay. So
those things are gonna hit like trucks.
Glory, what you do? Like, you're investigating this fungus, and then suddenly like the ground underneath you shifts, and you see like these tendrils beginning to like wreathe up, and they're like not tentacles, they're like long extrusions of fungus, and they like begin to rise up around you. What you do? You can clearly see that the fungal formation, like beneath all the superfluous fungus that's just grown on top of the fungus, there is like a main fungus that's moving.
Yeah, I'll try to cut down the main fungus.
Not the main fungus! You will never kill. Oh, okay.
Yes, he will.
Okay. Bye. Yeah. So unsurprisingly, your blow cleaves into this like semi-ambulatory fungi, and it's cut. You can't tell how badly it's damaged. It doesn't really have a human anatomy, but you deliver a meaningful blow. Pickle? Is Pickle next? Let me get back to Pickle. Yeah, Pickle. Yeah. What do you do? Like, you're standing next to it. You're investigating with Drop, and then suddenly it begins to twitch and move.
It can't take reactions yet because it hasn't acted yet this turn, right?
It can. It's not surprised.
Okay, I'll just disengage then. I don't want to be anywhere near it.
Aww.
Come on, you could have stabbed it.
Oh. That will be my turn.
Okay, Asham. Like, you see Drock move to investigate the thing. It begins twitching, and then you see like other fungal formations around the room begin to shuffle into motion.
First of all, out of character, I think it might be wise to focus fire here, or I don't know. Doesn't matter. I go into a rage screaming, I thought this room was safe! Rush over there and hit Y. And don't ask me why.
You rage?
Yes, I rage.
Cool. So you deliver this thing a savage blow, and it's just like, and you like hack off bits of it, and it flies apart, and underneath there's just like this pulsating mass. You can clearly see that there's like a solid core to this mushroom, and it's like leaking some kind of like
goo.
Ochre goo. Alana?
Alright, she's going to follow his instructions or his suggestions, and then move up and like actually whack at this dude with her mate.
Just saying, that was out of character, and I do not know. I do not know if that was out of character thing. It might be. I don't want to say. If you want to focus on anyone else, it's fine. By me, I have no idea. It was a question more than anything else. Out of character.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. Make a mace.
You slam your mace into it, and it doesn't explode. It doesn't like pop either. It just like staggers and then slumps. It no longer is moving. It ceased to be ambulatory. Blech. Boop. Oh, interesting. Glory, how you doing there, buddy?
I'm doing quite well.
1, 2, and Asham 3.
Wow.
So Glory, you're hit. Like, this thing, like, slowly leeches forward, and then you see the ground just erupt with, these tendrils of fungi, and one of them slams into you. And immediately your skin begins withering and rotting away. And there's this strong stench of acid in your sinuses. You take 5 points of damage. Drock, what'd you do?
Yeah, I have a swing at D.
Cool. You cut into D, and it like goes and like chunks come off it.
And I'd like to use Divine Smite on it.
Say that again?
And I also smite it.
Oh, yes.
Ooh. So, like, you smite it and it just, like, explodes. It's just like... Holy fire is brought down upon it, it glows brightly and goes... sending this stinking mass of fungus everywhere. Like, slides off the walls. Pickle. You're in a bit of a pickle.
Ha!
I was just waiting for that all evening. Just saying.
God.
Pickle will slide over here and ready in action to attack with a coordinated strike against Asham's target.
Asham,
Smart moves. Still enraged, still screaming, this room was supposed to be safe. I go to I and smash it while Pickle shoots it.
Cool. Cool. So, Asham, your axe comes down, hacks the thing in like 2 halves, and then the Pickle puts an arrow stapling them together, and it just goes and falls apart. It does not survive.
I like you, little man.
Alana, what'd you do? Pardon me. I see you move. It's good action.
Sorry, I was
wrong button.
chewing.
That's okay. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Have I got any
Yes,
coffee?
and then
I don't. That's a shame.
she points her finger at. Well, actually, she kind of, she casts Sacred Flames at O. She doesn't quite want to get that close.
Ah, let me see if it passes its save. Cough.
They have a dex of minus something.
It fails its save. Yep. So it takes some damage. Okay. So you see it like glow brilliantly. Boop. Oh. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Ooh, interesting. Glory. Glory. Glory.
No.
AC 16?
Yep.
He's got it in for you today. And the dice.
Yeah. You take 8 damage. So this thing looks like wobbles forward, and then the ground erupts with these tendrils of fungus, and they slap against you, and your skin just blackens and chars and you fall onto the ground.
And I'm down.
Are you down?
Yep.
Drock, could you please make a death saving throw?
Dude! Oh god, you're the Will Wheaton of this show.
That's too funny.
It is true though, isn't it? Well, not just as bad, but for today, yeah.
Drock, you need to make a death saving throw.
Last time I died thrice.
Yeah, twice.
You just die. You got downed.
You went down twice, yeah.
Yeah, you're okay for now. Pickle! Do you want to get Drock out of the pickle?
Yeah, I will step up, grab him, and try to drag him next to Alana.
Aww. Why can't you leave an unconscious player character, in the clutches of a creature? Unfortunately, he can't withdraw because he's unconscious.
But he's not withdrawing out of his own volition. So.
Yeah, he's getting moved. I remember you explaining that if things get moved, they don't invoke opportunity attacks 2 episodes ago. You explained that by shield bashing something.
Successfully lawyered.
Yeah.
So, you think for a moment that the GM might have made you make a roll to see whether Glory just wants to feed. But, Pickle, you
I live for those
safety.
moments.
Asham, what do you do?
Spiel. Rage attack. I am on a fire! Look at it, Marcus, that's how you roll.
Bring down your axe and you just slice the fungus into so many pieces that it just looks like you were dicing potatoes. And it just like
yeah, I'm a fruit ninja master.
Alana, what you do?
She's trying to cast Healing Word, but she's laughing so hard that like her celestial's coming out a little bit jump. Okay. Which is why it's only a 5.
Okay. So Glory, you're up. and combat's over. And I think this is probably as far as your adventure goes, I'm afraid, with time constraints. So, as the heat of battle dies down, maybe you kind of look around and you're like standing amid this fungus, and you begin to hear the sounds of just like the walls creaking, and you see like a skeletal hand beginning to push its way through the wall, dripping with acid. And perhaps you take stock, withdraw. Just so you don't feel like I'm TPing you out too quickly. Inside the room, there's nothing lootable. There's skeleton corpses, but no loot, no items, no gold. The crown isn't here; it's further in.
Is it possible for us to like pick this up next session with this group at outside Utterblot? Like say something like we traveled to Utterblot to regroup, and something, I don't know.
I think it's hard to ever get the same group going.
Yeah, it
random-wise.
It is an unfortunate thing. Like, I'm afraid I can't be doing that. Probably later on when I've got like level 3s and 4s, and you're probably venturing further afield, I'll start doing like back-to-back sessions. But
I can roll. Can I add the Utterblot passage token to my inventory?
You may. Yeah.
I'm thinking we maybe should try to sell the token to Shandy.
A Shandy?
Yeah.
To who?
Let's just say, theoretically, this quest is still open, so whichever party picks it up might need this thing. So maybe it's just my Gregorius spirit. How about I say we leave it in the tavern, and whoever feels like picking up this quest can get it from our 4 guys that sit on a table drinking and say, we've been there, we can tell you all about it. Here's this thing, but you share the loot with us because we gave you this thing. Or whatever. I feel like it would be nice to give the option to other people, since the chances of our group getting together is relatively slim. Not that I don't want to pick this up with you.
They can buy it off Alana for 50 gold or 25 gold.
Who will then share it with us in form of ale. Which, on the other hand, is an heroic deed. We give up something from ourselves for another group. The townfolk will talk about this for days, how heroic this group of adventurers is. So, I guess... Oh, Blaschy,
no, more likely they call us fools for giving up such a valuable treasure.
No. You don't know that yet, honey, but
I think this is
if you do a heroic deed, you get bonuses.
I think this is a discussion for Skype group chat and the Roll20 forum.
No, it's fine, yes.
But with regards to this session, if the 4 of you are available next Tuesday and no one else steps forward, it's unlikely, but you might be, it might happen. Then I'm more than happy to pick this back up in Utterblot, or in the outskirts of Utterblot where you've withdrawn to. Otherwise, you'll head back to Haven, recant your tale, and we'll go from there. But yeah, quite good on the progress. Are you paying everyone for the token, Mike?
No, that 6 gold and 25 silver is from the 25 gold Zhao Di gave us.
He didn't give you the money yet.
Yeah, but we sent those guys back, so we with the letter and with the roll.
We haven't gotten
back. That is true, actually.
To
so I mean, you can
so when we get back, I assume we would have gotten those.
Yeah. If you aren't here next week, then yes, you would get the gold because you'd be back in Haven, and the guys.
Is it extra gold because I clearly recommended them?
No.
No, it's the advertisement part.
He doesn't give out extra gold. Ha!
If I recall correctly, he gave us the gold to go to Utterblock, and
no, he didn't. You may have spoken as though he gave you the gold, but he didn't physically give you the gold.
This
is just a thing where players are like, oh, 25 gold, excellent. Right, it's in our pockets, we go. And it's like, GM never said he gave it to you. He gave you a promise of it. What is this? But anyway, let's move on to the matter of experience. And let's put you back there.
3 wolves, 10
Wait,
fungal
is that 25
fetuses?
silver? Is that 25 silver or is that 2.5 silver?
25. 100 silver make 1 gold, right?
2 silver and 5 copper.
10 silver makes 1
Oh,
gold.
sorry, no, then it's 2 silver and... yeah, got that wrong.
Okay.
So, it's not for everyone.
For the wolves, for fending off the wolves, there's 200 experience points. For entreating with the good folk of Itablut and saving a couple of them, there's 100 for that. For sending the folk of Itablut to Haven on behalf of Xiaodi, there's 250 experience. For discovering Vigil, there's 100 experience. For discovering Itablut, there's 100 experience. You also learned a truth about the fungal battlefield. You know that the fungal battlefield is now this dense fungal formation with some sort of ritualistic stone circle at its center, and you explored at least in part the internal structure. You know that it's flammable. You know that it has internal cavities. There's 200 for just reaching the fungal battlefield in its current state and venturing inside and dealing with some of the denizens. So there's 200 for that's just knowledge based. Then there's 100 experience for defeating the 10 2 feet tall mushroom embryos. Then there is
Frankenmon.
There's yep. Oh god. 200, 300. There's 300 for dealing with the Stitch Master and his creation, and a further 200 for defeating the final fungi that attacked you in the room. So,
550 through 4, that is 387.5 for everyone.
It's 390. Everyone gains 390 experience points. So, for any level 1s among you, you've just leveled up.
Woo!
There's a reward of 25 gold on return to Haven, and there's associated knowledge that you've gained. If you are the group for next time, we can pick this up from Itablut. But we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, thank you all for playing and giving me a very enjoyable session. I'm very sad that you didn't set the thing alight while you were inside.
Actually,
I'm so glad you didn't.
If we were done with that place, my plan was to get out 5 oil flasks, leave a trail of oil, and then, as we were walking away from the dome, throw a torch over the back, over my shoulder, and
don't look at the
explosion. Yeah.
I feel like I should let you do that as a player because we're gonna blow it up. I also feel like I can't let you do that because you don't have to deal with the consequences of it. Since it's the end of the session, you have immunity to me going, oh, you blow it up. Well, X, Y, and Z happens. So, because of that fact, I'm afraid I'm not going to permit it. But I like your thinking. Unfortunately,
next time.
Consequences, man.
I'll tell you a little quick story. I did that on a separate campaign, and the GM brought down an avalanche on our heads, and I almost killed one of our party members.
Almost killed? Oh. And Drock, you need to stop traveling with Alana so I can actually kill you.
Drock, what is your problem? How are you even alive?
Okay, so
I think from now on we'll call Drock the Undying because he just does not die.
Nah. I think that's already taken by West Marches and Kellen, so he's going to have to be Drop the Drock. Okay, so. Right, finishing off, thank you all for playing. Anyone got any shout-outs? My shout-outs are thank you for playing, because I can't run a game if no one plays it. And then I'll just be sitting here looking at my prep going, oh. Thank you all for playing.
Yeah, I think my shout-out is just pretty simple, yeah. I'm running a game over at Backwater Living Colony on Roll20. I think we are accepting new members as of 3 days from now, March 12th. So if you're interested at all in playing a campaign with like 7 GMs and 20-something players, yeah, just head over there.
Of that quite regularly, isn't it? It's a lot more
yes,
because there's so many GMs.
It's by sign up, and it's obviously separated out by levels. So lower levels you have more games just because there's more players. On average, as there's probably 4 or 5 games being run a week, so you'd probably be able to get in 1 or 2 of them.
Okie dokes. Anyone else got shout outs? Anything you want to tell the internet?
Shout out to you for running this for us.
Marcus. Also, hi to Joe, who is not playing this week, the first week in ever that he doesn't play. He's definitely watching, I know this much.
Let's see if the Twitch chat's being spammed, Kappa no Kappa.
No, I think he's at the moment eating, but he will watch this, and then I will hear about this.
Squirrel! Squirrel! Okie dokes. Anyone else?
Not really.
Then I think we're good. The thread for next game's up there. I suggest you all go there and be like, me, just in case no one else steps forward. And yeah, and I'll work out how much damage you did to the fungi. Poor fungi. Okay, anyway, thanks for playing. See you when I see you next. And farewell, Internet. Thank you for watching, if you're there. Bye-bye.